The city of Diboll was established in the year 1893, named after its previous owner, J.C. Diboll. T.L.L. Temple started the first major corporation in Diboll, the Temple Inland Sawmill, which led to Diboll's growth. We are here at the Diboll History Center to look at the events leading up to today. So here we are at the Diboll History Center, containing important information of Diboll's history, from the creation of the sawmill to over 100 years of its thriving legacy. What drew Mr. Temple was the forest. With the timber industry just taking off, most trees were depleted, and eyes turned to the yellow pine. When Mr. Temple started his mill, he wanted more than just a corporation. He wanted a community. Only a few years after the creation of the mill, Diboll became a very prosperous and progressive little town. T.L.L. Temple decided to reinvest most of his profits in several other timber mills and several East Texas railways, which only made the lumber industry more efficient.
This book here is called The Cornbread Whistle. It tells you all about Diboll's past and how it got started in the Southern Pine Logging Company. This cash register here was used in the Southern Pine Lumber Company's Diboll Company store. It still works today. They had money that they could use, that they could only use at certain places for the workers that worked for Temple.
So the cash register you previously saw would be used in this type of store, the Diboll Commissary, opened by the Southern Pine Lumber Company. This was the all-in-one store, the Walmart before Walmart. Upstairs were your doctors and lawyers and those types of things. And downstairs you could find clothing, food, and whatever other kind of needs you had.
Here to my left is the last steam engine that Temple Inland used before switching to diesel engines and log trucks. To this day, some parts of the train still work.
Logging cars that Temple Inland used to haul lumber from on-site to the mill.
The train we saw just now was created back in 1920, along with this passenger car we see here. This is where the employees would be relocated from site to site as they moved timber and moved jobs.
Before Diboll, a small portion of it was owned by a lumber company. That company was called Emporia. And so behind me is a landmark that states that Emporia was in fact here.
We are here at the Emporia Cemetery. Besides the other landmark that we just saw, this cemetery is proof that Emporia existed before Diboll.
And this sign here is one of the last pieces of proof that Temple Inland was here in Diboll.